Apologies for the start.
Grab a coffee, pull up a chair, it's growing knowledge everywhere. From backyard gardens to YouTube dreams, nothing's ever quite the way it seems. Shawnee's got the garden and know-how, seeds and veggies growing right now. Jonesy's bringing stories every day from Outback Tasmania all the way. Dig a little deeper, learn a little more. Every conversation opens up a door. Let's grow together, away from our nose. With Radio Jonesy, Shawnee grows. Gardens growing, channels growing too. Sharing what we've learned, we'll love you. Let's grow together, come along today. Helping our community every step of the way. From tiny seeds to YouTube shows, everybody's welcome where Shawnee grows. Shawnee grows, yeah. Talking compost, gardens, and bees, although the goats and growing trees. Tips and tricks from what we found, helping every gardener all around. From the veggie patch to the camera light, learning something new feels to try. Building friendships, sharing the ride, a growing community side by side. Whoa, whether you're planting your very first row or chasing subscribers as your channel grows, there's always something new to learn. Success is waiting around each turn. Let's grow together, everybody knows. With Radio Jonesy and Shawnee grows. Shawnee grows. Growing gardens, growing friends. The learning never really ends. So grab your gloves and hit subscribe. Come and join our growing tribe. From Outback Tasmania to wherever you are, together we'll grow and reach for the stars. This is live with Shawnee Grows and Radio Jonesy. Oh, great gardens, grow haters, growing our community day. Together, let's grow together. Everybody knows with Radio Jonesy and Shawnee Grows. Shawnee Grows. Gardens growing, channels growing too, sharing what we've learned with all of you. Let's grow together, come along today. Helping our community every step of the way. From tiny seeds to YouTube shows, everybody's welcome when Shawnee grows. Shawnee grows, yeah. Shawnee grows, yeah. Shawnee grows.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the world, the gardening guru herself, and here she is, Shawnee Grows.
I am here once again over here from Minnesota to talk about what's going on in the gardens today, what I got locally today. I brought a show and tell, and of course later on we are going to get into some YouTube channel advice, some recovery steps. We had our first kind of ask for help kind of a situation, so I hope you enjoy the show.
And how did you enjoy the Shawnee Grows theme song with Radio Jonesy?
I got things to say, Jonesy. Listen here. You need to rewrite that thing.
That was written about 10 minutes ago. And they saved it, and there's a few little hiccups, a few little things, but It's the way to grow here. You can grow on YouTube and you can grow in the garden, but
Hmm.
yeah, we can sort that out. That
It
was
says my
the
name about 20 too many times.
well, you're the celebrity of the show. Look, we've got this person here who is obviously the knowledgeable one, uh, and fantastic connection to. Hey, welcome in, Dave, and
Dave Knight in the chat.
yeah,
Janet Potter.
Potter. Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, wherever you are.
Great to see Holistic Heritage Homestead as well, listening in as you are doing things. It's good to multitask. I'm a big fan of that.
I am also. Hey, today, like here right now, it's just after 2:00 in the afternoon on a Saturday. We're supposed to have rain. That seems to be my local talk. No
Oh,
rain.
surprise.
Blue, well, sort of cloudy, but blue sky. Went on my 5K sort of fun run thing this morning, and I beat my time, my best
Look
time.
at
Yeah,
you.
I am by a minute. I shaved 60 seconds off my
Okay.
best time.
What was the technique?
Technique was to go hard at the start.
Oh, really?
Yes, go harder at the start, and then let me say, I still come. I'll get the statistics. Hang on, where are they?
For those that are new here, there is a Saturday park run worldwide that Jonesy participates in. And so it's 5K.
It's been wonderful for my health. It's actually put me on the right path, health-wise. Yeah, 5Ks, which is what, 3.7 miles or something.
Maybe. It's a very well organized event with staff on hand or volunteers to help get you ready to track every time you run or walk. There's coaches and pace. What do you call those? Blue vest pace
markers.
Yeah.
So you can, if you want to be like running at a certain pace, just say your time's at 20 minutes over 5Ks. There's a person who will run that over 20 minutes. So you will know if you're falling behind or you're falling forward, or then you got like the 25-minute pace marker, the 30-minute pace marker, the 35-minute pace marker. There's all these wonderful people who volunteer their time to run that race at that time to help everybody in the event. Yes, but here we go. Like, you get an email after you finish, and the email comes from the park run. Lovely people. There's a couple of sponsors there too, but park run for my number. It is the 409th event down where I run or walk. It says, congratulations, your park run event, your time was, and it gives me my time, and then it says, congratulations on completing your official 4th park run at the place, the venue, and then it goes, you finished in 204th place out of, drum roll please, 206. So I beat 2 people home, which was good because I'm using the tail of the field, and I was the 100th male to cross the finish line. So out of the 206 runners today, and I came 8th in my age category. So how's that? I'm very happy with that.
There's the numbers. There's the stats, everybody. You know, gardening keeps you fit too, Jonesy.
Well, that's the thing that's improved my health, is actually doing the gardening out the back with my property. If most people who've seen the channel know that my property is on a bit of a steep block of land. So everything I need to get up the back obviously gets carried up on the shoulder or in the bag or whichever way I do it. And yeah, it is my health kick which got me going. And then this lovely person sitting next to me motivated me to go for some checks because I am at a certain age, get some checks done, and I've done all that. And sure enough, I'm definitely a lot lighter now than I was. I've lost a few pounds, let me say that. And feeling fabulous, absolutely fabulous. We'll just stop there because I'm talking it
Jonesy's
up.
looking fabulous. You know, your slope is a huge difference from my garden property where I can have a cart. I can pull stuff around and it's a flat part here, go up a little elevation, flat part here, go up a little elevation, flat part here. Where yours, you said you have to do buckets.
Yeah, you can't use you cannot use a wheelbarrow on my property because it would just be too hard to get it up, and coming down would be out of control. It'll be like a one of those bobsledders in the Winter Olympics, you know, when they do the run and jump in the thing, and then down she comes, 100 miles an hour. But hey, another great thing about today is that while I was there, you remember I told you last week someone come up to me and they were from Queensland on the mainland and they said hello?
Hmm.
Today, someone come up, waited for me to finish, waited for me to recover, waited for me to sit down and look like I wasn't going to die with my red face and breathing, you know, and then come over and said, "Oh, g'day, mate. I'm who they are, and we've been watching your channel for so long. We've flew in from the mainland. They've been from the Hunter Valley, and they've come in and they're looking for property and looking at different areas, all because of I motivated them to change. So part of that was I sort of lit that flame, and then they're actually here physically now, and they knew I'd be at the park run, and they come down to see, just to shake the hand and say g'day, thanks very much for your inspiration, and boy, it is fabulous here. He said, I can't believe how good it is. And so I've actually got him on video. So it was fun. And you know what? His lovely wife is a horticulturalist, and
Oh,
she was giving me tips on what to do on the property. So
yeah, yeah.
absolutely fantastic, you know. And
Did they
this
get
is
a free sticker?
I offered, but I had
Okay,
yeah, and they said no, it's fine. Their
okay.
kids, yeah, it's a long story. I would love to catch up with them before they fly back, and definitely give them some merch because it is a huge commitment to come across the water into an island, and but they're at the stage in their lives too where a change would be fabulous. Yeah, they're still working, and one of my YouTube channels, like I've got three that are monetized, and one of the YouTube channels I talk this up all the time, how good it is here. I wish I did it years ago, and I try to show places and areas, and that's hooked a lot of people from the mainland who can't believe how nice this place really is. But that's here not there. But that's where what happened today, which was a wonderful thing.
What we're here for today is, were you in the garden?
I was, yes.
What were you doing today in the garden?
Um, what I was doing was basically keeping the water in the humidity of the greenhouse to keep my tomatoes rising. I was just basically doing a pest check, checking for slugs, all that sort of stuff. Just maintenance really today. Didn't plant any seeds today, which usually I try to plant seeds nearly at least once a week. I'm doing something, trying a technique or trying something different, which I've really got the bug. So I've got to put seeds in the ground or
Every
into the
2 weeks is good. Every 1 week is good too. It's just getting successions in with stuff. I know for me today at the garden, it was sort of a do what absolutely has to be done because I wasn't feeling the best today. So I got out there. I drove myself. Van update.
That's no
It's
good.
running. We're good. And so we had transplanted fall transplants. They need water every single day till their roots get deep enough and strong enough. I had put seeds in the ground actually for bush beans and another round of cucumbers. So, like extending the summer harvest. We got like 2 seasons at once right now. So, I had to water those. And of course, any containers. We also had to make sure we were getting those pests, just like you said, Jonesy. We've got some cucumber beetles, some asparagus beetles, Japanese beetles, cabbage loopers that I am looking for. And then I got out of there. Mel G underscore 13. We found your channels after we made the decision and bought a property in Queenstown. We love watching you drive around so we can see what is around and also what plants you have success with. Well, welcome to this.
Yes. And I will be in Queenstown on Wednesday of next week. Just a sideline, but and Queenstown they get snow up there, like it's in the mountains. Queenstown's an old mining sort
Oh,
of
this is the
area.
snow that you're gonna go. Okay, we are talking about gloves yesterday. If you guys missed yesterday's show,
Yeah, you missed a fantastic show yesterday, but thanks for coming in, and thanks Mel G, and awesome Queenstown. Like Queenstown has got some. There's a road there that's called 99 curves, like bends, 99 bends. It's probably got less than 99, but 99 is a good number. And it's one of those places that these TV commercial people take cars to and drive these cars with a drone following them because of the views of the mountains and the scenery and stuff. I've worked there when they've done that actually.
Mel G _13 says we are moving from Queensland to Queenstown, but not until early December 2026.
Well, I'll give you an update what it's like in winter on this coming Wednesday because I've got a little mission to do out there. But there's some, and there's a wonderful community out there too. Like talking about gardening, I was out there talking to these lovely people last time I was there, and they were from Queensland as well. And they've got everything's got covers from the wildlife. Everything's possums and wallabies and things, just walking through town in the middle of the city. Like coming through the suburbia, and they were saying, "Oh, you got to like net your fruit trees for the possums. You've got to cover your ground crops from the wallabies." But it's part of nature, and you just get used to that's your area. That's what you have to do to be successful in the garden. So that was an interesting conversation I had with a lovely lady from Queensland who is now in Queenstown as well.
It's very reassuring to hear from gardeners around the world that all places have some furry critters that want to eat your stuff. You're not just the only one.
No, these wallabies, people, they're called paddy melons. They're the smallest. They're not the smallest, but they're a smaller version of the kangaroo. And then there's the normal wallaby. Then there's the paddy melon. Then there's these quokkas and a few other versions of that species. But these paddy melons are everywhere. Like in town, driving down the road, you've got to dodge them. You're told not to dodge them on the road. You say, well, if they jump in front of you, don't crash your car trying to avoid them. That's what they're saying. Because they're everywhere. It won't hurt the population to lose.
It's like the deer here. It's what it reminds me of. Deer in the road, turkeys in the road, pheasants in the road. This week at the garden, it was skunks, and one skunk and 4 mice was in my garden.
I'm glad to say we do not have skunks in Australia or Tasmania.
Okay.
But, they would be nasty to be sprayed by a skunk.
Yeah.
Who creates an animal that's their defense mechanism?
That's their defense mechanism. Every animal has something. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, porcupines are worse. I think I'd rather be sprayed by a skunk than be sprayed with the porcupine quills. Like if we were going to put the two together.
So they spit them out.
They shoot them at you, and like the dogs and stuff will get them stuck all in their muzzle, and they have to go to the vet and have every single one pulled out.
Yeah, I thought that was when they bit them, but they don't. They shoot them.
From what I gathered out of it, they fly out of their bodies and inject into who's near. Now, I don't know what the radius is, and I have no experience with this, so don't quote me.
Now, we have echidnas, which are spiky little. They'll huddle into a ball, and their spikes are everywhere, like above them, to protect them. But they're cute little critters. They're like anteaters and bug eaters, and they just sort of wander around the bush.
That's a good question, though. Is it because the dog bit at it, and that's how they got in there? I thought they shot them out. Does anybody here know, or you in the replay, let us know. What does a porcupine do? Dave Knight is saying harvesting potatoes with the tractor. I hope to get enough for winter. Are you looking at 300 pounds, Dave Knight? I guess I don't know how you measure potatoes in Canada.
By the tractor load, I'd reckon.
By the bucket load. I do it by hand and with children. We haven't upgraded to tractor level over here. Now, there are things that I choose not to grow because there's local farmers that can do it for me. Look what I have, the first of the season. Did you label your buttons like you said you were gonna?
Not yet. That's
So, for those that don't know what that is, this is sweet corn. This is the best sweet corn in the county here.
Let me show you.
Family farm.
I'll bigify you.
So there is the coloring on this.
Looking magnificent.
We've had it in the fridge. So this is if you've never seen sweet corn, these are the silks.
Yep.
And this is the husk, and this is the cob. And
what have you noticed? Have you ever noticed sweet corn like that when it comes out with like, say, 10 of the, what do you call them? The corn seeds or whatever you call them.
Kernels?
Yeah, the little 1 or 2 pieces are jet black. Have you ever noticed that?
Are what like?
Are black. Like the rest of the corn is fantastic, but there's
black.
Like 5 of the little corn things are black.
Up here it'd be black. That would be bad.
No. Not. It's just like one little piece of it would be black. One little seed thing, a corn.
That means there's like a fungus or it's going bad.
Yeah, well.
Or it was crossed with a variety that is bicolored. You can put there you go. So if you didn't know, as soon as you pick the sweet corn, it starts converting the sugars into starch. And so you want to eat it right away or get it in the fridge and eat it as soon as possible or preserve it. And another fun fact, you can eat it raw. Right off of the cob.
Wow.
It's so good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at that, people.
Mm-hmm. So we were eating it in the car on the way home from the farm.
Nice. And the kiddos enjoy it as well?
Mm-hmm. My daughter loves it.
Yeah, nice. I was just about to say that.
A lot of them just like to shuck it for me. That's my show and tell. Sweet corn.
Dave Knight grew 200 pounds. I grew in pounds. Ounces, inches, and feet.
He's just throwing stuff out there now. What are you doing, Dave? How you measure your corn is what you're saying. Andy, good to see you today for the show. Fresh corn, nothing like it.
He knows. Good to see you, Andy, and welcome into the live.
You know, I did pick up another watermelon, but I'm not going to show that today.
Right. So, they're a bit heavy to pick up, aren't they, when they're...
They're both, I asked for the biggest ones. I got the Black Diamond watermelons. They're grown in Missouri, and then they're drove up to Minnesota to sell. And they sell out by Saturday. They sell Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And today I went and grabbed 2, not because I needed one, actually. I still have half of one, but I have a family member that wanted one, and then a neighbor of a family member that wanted one. Canada went metric in 1976, says Dave Knight.
That's right. Welcome to the future. America's back in the past. Kilos.
So I know you're new to gardening, Jonesy, and I'm just curious, is there a farm where you go to get I go to the corn farm, I go to the onion and the potato farm. Do you have a farm every year that you go get something at?
No, not really. There's basically like a farmer's market is the place where you can go and
that's a little bit of everything
then. Well, I got to look around more. I suppose there is. There are honesty boxes at a few of the farms where there could be pumpkins out the front. Butternut pumpkins. I'll say that again.
Yes, butternut pumpkins.
That's it.
I
That's
always
the
got
way
to
we
change
make
my
them.
garden words. I got to say capsaicins when I'm over in Tasmania.
No.
And I got to say,
Let's get this right. Get the pronunciation. Capsicums.
oh, geez. See, I can't even capsicums.
That's it. You got it then.
I
That's
need
it.
a cheat
Capsicums.
sheet.
That's it. You got it right. But Andy's having a bit of the cool weather up there.
Andy says, Spears Point Farmers Market tomorrow. What's on your shopping list? What are you looking for?
It's a lovely place on Lake Macquarie as well, Spears Point. So he's in a lovely part of the world, except for he's a bit cool. He lives in a bit of a gully, so there's obviously the cooler weather. But Andy, if you watch my latest video, it's coming out very soon, you'll see ice on the window. When I tried to get in the car and start her up, it was about a centimetre thick ice. You know, when you don't put warm water on a centimetre, it's about as big as your little, like a little fingernail, about that sort of thickness. But it was everywhere. It was in the shade, and I could not believe it was there. That's the first ice we had this week. But Andy's going to the meat section.
There you go. Is
That's
it
the way,
wild meat or just farm raised? I'm just going to ask questions. Dave Knight says roots is pronounced roots in Minnesota.
Roots.
Kind of
Yeah.
like rough for roof.
You get ruts when you drive down dirt roads, don't you?
You sure do.
Little
When you're mud
ruts.
bogging. Better than digging out of 3 feet of snow. Depends.
Shawnee likes the snow. I don't
If
know
it's-
why.
If it's a tractor digging it out, who cares? Farm raised. Okay, gotcha. It's just pretty. Now, I am a gardener, and it's very hard on my my personality, my self-esteem, my emotions, my mood. What do you call it? It's really hard on me to have everything sort of die in the winter. We are counting it down. We are 3 months away from that happening. And so, I want to complain. Like in 2 days, we have extreme heat warnings here. We're going to see 100 degrees Fahrenheit indexes. So it's going to be survival mode all over again because the plants are going to want to drop their blossoms and drop their fruit and get stressed out. And tomatoes won't ripen when it's that hot out. They go into a safety mechanism. So I will not complain about it. Looking out the window in Tasmania.
There's a little mountain between the gully there, as you can see at the back. That's another mountain. It's called Mount Stephen, of all places.
No way.
Yeah, seriously, Mount Stephen. And I said, I can see Mount Stephen from my place. And they said, you can't. And we were over there one week, and I was talking to people, what's that place? And they said, oh, it's Mount Stephen. I said, go on. And, anyway, that's...
Ice is a whole nother story with power and roads and safety. Yeah. Not a fan of ice.
No, but that's the weather we got today. We're supposed to have rain, and I'll take this any day of the week. Mm-hmm. And the car was saying, the car temperatures, the car gives you the outside temperature.
Sure, when you drive nice stuff.
I drive a Jeep. It ain't that nice, but listen, it tells me, I don't know how accurate it is. It's pretty accurate, to be honest, but it told me that coming home today, our high was supposed to be 12, and then coming home, sitting in the sun, it said it was 15, and I went, it is absolutely lovely. I thought it was my imagination. I was fatiguing after my huge effort in the park run.
59 Fahrenheit. Okay, yeah, well, those are good temperatures for when you're working up a sweat, right?
Oh, yeah. And my favorite little marker that I usually chase every week in my videos that you'll see, I couldn't see her. And I was doing my thing, and I'm going, I could hear voices behind me, but I couldn't, I don't want to look around when you're focusing on what you're doing. And I'm thinking, I wonder where my marker is. Every week we talk each week, how you going, blah, blah, blah. You're doing well today, keep up if you can, all that sort of stuff. And today we get right near the finish line, and I can hear footsteps behind me. Tick, 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 tick. And she come past and said, you've done very well today.
Oh.
Yeah, and she said she had to go a little bit quicker to catch me. She said, anyway, it was nice, and I was very happy with my effort and the time, and life is pretty good on the old Tasmanian outback Tasmanian homestead. Hey,
Welcome in,
Kelly.
Rebel at Heart Kelly. I am in Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota, where the snow falls and the sun shines. That should be your snow. That
Where
should
the
be
snow falls and the sun shines. Okay.
yeah. Yeah, well, you get snow in winter and lovely heat
Yeah.
in summer.
Okay. Yeah. I get it.
I'm an ideas man. They should be on your flag or in your council buildings.
I was just gonna say, I'm happy to hear that you've committed and you've done 4 of these park runs was my only point I wanted to make.
And they all say to me each week when I finish, "Congratulations!" It's nice that they start to recognise you now. Like I've been there a few times. You know, the first one. That's my first one. Good on you, mate. Good on you, champ. Well done. See you next week. All that sort of thing. When I go around the halfway marker, the guy up the other end is this lovely older gentleman, rides his push bike up there to be the what do you call the person running the turnaround spot, and he said, "You're back again." As I'm walking, I said, "I'm not stopping to talk today. I am moving," and I'm there going. And he said, "Good on you, mate." He said, "You're going faster today. I can tell, you know." And they're cheering you on. And when I crossed the finish line, there was like, I don't know, 10 people there cheering on the last lot across the line. And it's wonderful. Little kids cheering at you, waving at you. Yeah, yay, well done, all that sort of. It was quite nice. It definitely, it's a wonderful community, and that's what we're all about here on this podcast. We're all about community in gardening and community in YouTube, and yeah, that's where my song was
Speaking
going.
speaking of community and YouTube, we have a channel that is in a bit of a situation. Should we get into that, Jonesy?
Let's talk about this.
Okay. So I want to go a couple ways with this. I want to show the channel and introduce them. I want to
Yeah,
tell the story of the situation, and then I want to go on where I want to what I want to focus on with this. So I'm going to bring it up so everyone can see, and then I will put a link in the chat so you can visit this channel and give it a subscription if it's something that you're interested in. So in the basement, you can bring up Holistic Heritage Homestead. So when we are on the landing page, we see right away a husband and wife run this channel. The banner looks like a close up shot of some kind of plant. If we go into the description, which are very important on channels, they are a family with a homestead life. They have many topics and approaches that they discuss. So, homesteading, gardening, wellness, animal husbandry, design, fitness, philosophy, finances, relationships, preparedness, and it goes on and on and on. There's different ways to connect with them. They have been doing this for many years now, having this YouTube channel. So I'm going to stop sharing and tell you
yep.
what happened. So a couple months ago, they got hacked. It happens.
Oh
It's
man,
happened to channels all over.
yeah, it's a reality of the YouTube world. It's a reality of life in general. Actually, you know, like everyone knows about the pensioner who got the phone call. This is your local bank or whatever, and please do this, do this, do this. Well, it's worked their way. It's pretty sophisticated now the way it's working, and it's affecting a few YouTubers that I've seen and one that I've recently seen. But no, continue on, Shawnee. This is an
So
interesting.
it's one of those things, and I'm not going to focus on how the hack happened or how to get out of a hack, but there was 2 to 3 weeks where a gaming channel was live streaming for hours on and off on their channel. It was the weirdest thing. And then I started looking into it's happening every day pretty much with people. It's a terrible thing. So they did all the steps to regain control and didn't lose everything. They got their channel back, which was a great moment. Welcome back to the YouTube streets.
Yes,
They had their comeback of this is what happened to us. They did announce to the regulars, we were hacked. This is us back. So before the hack, some statistics about this channel. They would easily get 1,000 views on shorts. They were getting 500 to 800 views on videos that were performing well, a good 250, 300 views on lives. They got hacked, didn't have access to the channel for a few weeks, got back in. Now it's been 2 months, and the stats we're seeing is 30 views on a short, 50 views on a video, live streams 100 to 200. So they're going, what, why, how? So we're
Yep.
here to talk about a recovery plan, Jonesy.
Yeah, well, if it like, here's what I can see from an outsider looking in. You definitely need your emails and your recovery systems. You need to have your ID numbers, like for your AdSense and all that sort of stuff, saved, ready to go if this drama ever happens to you. And a lot of these dramas I've seen, like a friend, well, I'll call him a colleague, a YouTuber who's got a real, like 39,000 subscribers, something like that. He gets a lot of products sent to him to test and trial and run and do things. And usually some companies will actually pay you extra money as well if you put in your video, slip the little ad into your video at a whatever time frame, and apart from getting the link where you'll get money for sales, like a little bit of cash if you sell a few products through your video, but as well we can give you X amount of money for actually doing the product advertisement. Well, he was getting a number of these and doing it well and getting them in. And this is YouTube life, a lot of these guys are doing it full time, and this guy was. And when he actually got told the form here is the contract is in the link, and all the other contracts were PDF forms. So he got sent PDF forms. He basically signs it, sends it back online, and then the contract's done, and he does the product. He sends the product to them to approve it, and then they approve it. Then he uploads it to YouTube. That's usually how it works. Well, this one time it come in as, here's the contract, click the link. And then and he said, I don't want to click the link because, it's like when you're clicking a strange link, you don't know what you're really doing or who's getting access to you or whatever. And he thought it was a bit strange, and he said no. And then he said, I'll just research this. And then he said, look, I'm not going to click that link. No. And he sent back an email saying, I'm not going to click that link. And then he got another company with another product saying, we're going to give you extra money if you do this product. And he thought, well, this is a pretty cool product. I will, these Power Pack, Blue Yetis and all them, whatever those power
Battery
supply.
bank,
Yeah, battery bank. That's what it was. And he thought, I really need one of these. I could use this. And then it was click the link. And then he thought, here's another one doing click the link. He went to ChatGPT, which knows everything apparently, and writes wonderful music as well. He went to ChatGPT and it said, come back with, this is a common practice with companies. Don't be afraid of doing it. This is what they do. So he's gone, you know what? His wife said to him, do not do it. He said, no, look, it seems to be fun. It seems to be fine. ChatGPT says it's okay. And he clicked that link. And once he clicked the link and then logged in to his email, bang, the whole thing just started going funny on his screen. And he thought, what's going on here? It got access to his banking. It got access to his YouTube, obviously, which was his income. And he lost basically everything at that moment. And then the recovery stage sets in. The panic, the shock, all that stuff.
The tears, the crying, the anger. You're going to hunt them down personally. All of that happens.
Yeah, you're going to go all the way over to them wherever they've done it from. Yeah,
I know.
It was sad, but yeah. long story short, there is a recovery process.
Yeah, so I'm not going to give specifics on how to contact YouTube and get your channel back, but I have done some research and I have a notes page, so we're going to go through that. Channels have recovered after hacks, but it takes anywhere from
You
3 to
just go,
12 months to have a consistent upload to get back in the algorithm. So, like, what we're seeing is the algorithm got confused because somebody was doing gaming content on his channel, which is not what he was doing before. So now when he puts out content, it's not
can
getting
I
out.
say,
Go ahead.
why would a hacker hack a channel and then put gaming content out?
So I
They've
was
got
trying
access.
to talk to people about, you would see, because I was watching this happen, and you would see there's like 1,000 people supposedly watching this gaming stream on this hacked situation, but nobody was in the chat talking. And so I was talking to people behind the scenes on what does that mean, and they said, well, they're probably filtering it multiple places or like Discord. And like you said, they're not getting money. Well, here's what would happen. The person that was running that live would put some link in the chat hoping for people to click that, whatever that did. I don't know what it did.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. They're like fishing is what it
Yeah.
feels like to me.
Yeah,
So now that we've gotten through that and he's got it's a husband and wife, got their momentum back, and they're still going forward. Their goal is to help teach people and inspire families and to be creative and to share their story and to get monetized, just like Outback Tasmania is working on here. So we need to build returning viewers. So, at first you're kind of just throwing stuff at the wall. You're doing random uploads, but really something that would help get the returning viewers is some kind of series. This could be building our filtration system with natural vegetation to control toxins on our property could be a series. Weekly garden updates, chicken Fridays, pantry challenges, because I know they do cooking on their channel, any kind of projects, just things to encourage that coming up next, or go
yeah.
watch what happened before. Go ahead.
But that does build a community as well. So people interested in those sort of things seem to jump on. It's interesting to see the community that you grow for yourself. Like my community is a lot of people who are interested in Tasmania
Yeah.
because it's a novelty thing. Like, is that a real place? I get that a lot. Like I thought it was only a Warner Brothers fictional place, or is there really a Tasmanian devil? What about a tiger? Do you have tigers walking around? I heard there's Tasmanian tigers, which we did have 100 years ago. But anyway, but you do build community if you do the similar sort of stuff and you get stuck into regular programming and content creation. But, yep.
Well, when you have that community, you kind of start to talk about whatever happened that day with that person, and then when they come back in your chat, you go, how was that thing? And that means stuff to people.
Oh,
And so
personalized. Yep, definitely. Like the handshake today I got from this gentleman down at the beach, from a guy who's watching my content because he enjoys it. For one, it's educational for him to see the different areas and to think outside the square. Like, I could live there. That would be interesting. And then finally comes down here and then and it's interesting that his wife's a horticulturist and tells me that I need to put a greenhouse in and do this and do this and do this. And you'll be surprised how well you will do in your sort of space that you have. So it was fantastic to get that conversation going, and that just motivates you to continue. And it shows you that people are out there, even though like my channels are small channels. My 3 monetized channels, which are Radio Jonesy, On Tour with Radio Jonesy, and Tasmania Island Life. Them 3 have all got to the starting gate and monetized. And I'm not making a lot of income, but I am making enough to pay a bill here or there. And it's just interesting. Like financially, YouTube's a funny place. Financially, you think you're going to make some money out of social media, but then you you grow with the channel. Like you enjoy the creative outlet and you do your thing. And the creation of, say, a conversation channel is just a conversation. The creation of showing things, showing areas, it's like you're talking to that person and showing them, look at this beach down here at Kui. Check out the beach over here at Penguin. If you like penguins, they are here, but they come out at night. These sort of little educational things that you show on your videos. And then to garden and to be like physically hands in the dirt and get people who really know what they're doing and are assisting you, because I didn't pay much attention to me pop or my grandparents or me dad. Like they used to grow his passion fruit vines around the fences and on the old tennis nets, and he'd have like crawfish, which we call them crayfish, in tractor tires in suburbia. He'd put the water in these tractor tires and get these crawfish from wherever he got them from, and then he'd have them there fresh, ready to go when he wanted to cook them. We used to think he was a bit silly doing that, but man, he was switched on. He knew what he was up to, and So I'm trying to get my family genes that used to be right into the country living, because that's where I come from. Eventually, a country town. And we used to grow things, but I was not that person. I was more of
you were in the city. You were messing around with music.
I was a rebel, yeah.
So there's another strategy as a creator, and you can love it or hate it. It's using the shorts. So viewers are important. Subscribers, not so much. We can get into that too as well. But shorts can be a tool for you as a funnel. So you could have a short that's a clip of harvesting 50 pounds of potatoes, and you pin in the comment section and link in the related video the full harvest video here, because now you're capturing attention when you're following the sandbox rules of YouTube when they're pushing out more shorts in the home. What is that page called? When you first open the app, they push out shorts versus long form, but you might be able to catch people and bring them over to your long form. So the other thing I said there was that pinned comment. When you put a video out, when you put a live stream out, go back into the comment section as the channel owner and pin another video. It can be a top performing video. It can be related to that topic. Go ahead, Jonesy.
Today's video you released, you've done exactly that. I don't know if I put a comment on that video yet, but you've put out your seed pods. Is that, or your peas?
Yeah.
And you weren't happy with what you got, and then we watched that, and then we thought, oh well, she got lots of them, and then you said no, you wanted bigger and better and stronger and greater, and then to cut it short. And then I went into the comment section, and there, sure enough, is check out this video connected to that video right here. And that is the number one way of getting continual growth, continual viewing. And that does work, I've been told.
We want them to binge. We want them to find information about you. The other thing I've been told is to keep links to your videos in your description, because then on that side, if they're on a computer or their phone, I don't know how it works on the TV, there's recommended videos that pop up. And usually if you've linked stuff in your description, it'll show your stuff on that side versus promoting other people's things. So here is Triple H, says, hey Jonesy and Shawnee, I've got this playing, finishing up my day, and then I'll be able to listen and be active. Perfect. You can, how it works. Hashtag team replay, hashtag replay crew, take care of you, and then come back and give us a listen. Hopefully we're giving you some good ideas. Now, Triple H has been live streaming pretty consistently, not so much on like the day and time, but being out there and trying to gather attention from different people. Now you saw that page I showed you. I want to talk about thumbnails and branding as well in this conversation, but go ahead.
Well, I feel like we're talking community earlier on.
Yeah.
It's, I keep calling him Chris, but it's Colin, isn't it?
Colin and Nicole.
Yes. I met these lovely people, I think a while ago, over in another community, and that's where we sort of connected a long time ago. But it's great to see and my connection now is via Shawnee Grows' channel, and it's great to see. And I popped into a live the other day when I was out and about doing my thing in the middle of the day. But it's great to see the cycle of that connection, and it's still there. It's like that big spider web where there is a connection back to the center where you've been to, or wherever you've gone, wherever the journey's taken you. But there's loads of good people out there, and you'll find them. Like there's cruising in this live now. We've got cruising community. We've got gardeners. We've got musicians. Like it's a mix. That's my community, and even Rebel over here, Kelly, like a wonderful person I've known for a number of years through another community bunch of people that we've connected with over the years.
It's fun to go into a live stream. Maybe you've been there a couple times and you go, hey, I know you in the chat. I know you. I didn't know you hung out here. I know you too. And that's kind of another advice I have specifically for this situation is yes, Triple H is really good at connecting to people that come and show them support. Come over here and then I'll come check out your channel if you're a creator, because not everybody that uses YouTube are creators. Sometimes they're just viewers. But what I do for myself is once a month, I go and I search for, maybe I look for gardening in Minnesota, or I just look for some kind of category in gardening, and it's a new channel that I've never seen to me before. I go watch their stuff and I make a comment. I'll make it clear, like, I'm in Minnesota. I have this challenge going on right now in my garden. Here's what I liked about your video. 80% of the time, they come over to my channel and visit and leave a comment, and we might get viewers that way because their commenters in their section are going to see my channel name. And I do that every single month. I try to get myself somewhere new, and that takes effort and time. And we all are very busy, right?
Yeah, and the YouTube growth scenario is it's like, think of it as a musician. This is a musician. You got a band, you play a gig, like you're at a venue, and then people see you, they like what they hear, and they keep coming back. And if they can't come back, they'll come and find you somewhere else, and they'll buy a T-shirt or they'll buy some merch, and you get yourself this sort of super fan. And the super fan is like that guy who I met today down at the beach, traveling 1,000 kilometers, like more than that, to come here to see the island because something he heard on YouTube, not just me, but other people, that's triggered a mechanism. And then, like, the last thing he says when we shook hands, he says, keep the videos coming, I'll keep watching. Like, it's just, and you call that a super fan in the music scene. That is someone who will buy your merch, follow you wherever you go, and support you. So these people are out there, and I'm not saying it's great. I'm fishing for these people. I'm saying these people are wonderful people in the community that will be, you should be proud of your commitment to your art, which is music or YouTube or whatever, gardening or whatever it is. And these people will come along and come along for the ride, enjoy, because people now aren't watching television like they used to. They're watching YouTube. YouTube is the largest streaming format in the world at the moment. More people are watching on their televisions. More people are enjoying an array of content from an array of wonderful people. So it's great that everyone's here, that are here, and it's great that I get to meet a group of like-minded, wonderful people like this Shawnee Grows over here, who learn as you grow is her sort of theme. And man, I'm learning every time I meet.
So how do you feel about community posts for using them on your channel? Like in this situation in recovery mode, the suggestion was to post almost daily in that post section, which polls, photos, behind the scenes, sharing, hey, I posted a video, hey, I'm going live. How do you feel about using posts?
I am very slack on posts, but posts, I'm told, are a wonderful way to keep the community engaged and to like your pictures of your harvest come into my feed every day. I mightn't, not sure if I comment all the time, but on my multiple channels that I have, if depending on who I've logged in on, you're coming up every time with your stuff, so that YouTube know that I'm engaging with this channel, and they're feeding that to me. So I should be learning from you and putting out, hey, this is like the beach today, or this is this today, or this is that today. Look what's happening in the garden. Hey, in the garden today, not the 4 new plants I put in, but the 2 taller roses. There's an absolutely beautiful white rose out today. It's come out in its glory in the sun.
The one that you just planted?
No, the ones up,
Okay.
the 2 hedging, the ones that
Yeah.
are up high. One of them's in a lovely white rose that's smelling absolutely wonderful.
It's fragrant. Holistic Heritage Homestead is saying, I like that idea of getting us to new communities. I do that sometimes. Yes, Jonesy, lots of great people on this platform, and it's fascinating how the web of connections work. I rarely see other people's community posts, so I do it rarely. I'm starting to see in my YouTube studio, when I look at what's been looked at in the last 48 hours, I check it every day. My posts are showing up there, showing me how many people saw my post. And so I don't know, when you're in a situation where you're trying to get back in the algorithm or get back out there, I think doing things consistently and as much as possible with um, your own oomph, right? Like your passion, your drive, your quality, not just to put things on the wall, but this is really what you want to share. I think that's what matters when we're building this rapport back with people.
100%. And it is the old, like the old line of build it and they will come is so true. Like like some people, some channels might only do lives and just do lives and lives and lives and lives, and that's what they do, and that's who they are, and they haven't got the time for the content. But I like going to those channels too and saying, "Hi guys, how you going?" It's just like a hangout at the local bar. You turn up
Yep.
and they're all chatting, what's new, what's been going on. Good to
It's
see you. Haven't seen
exciting.
you.
It's rolling. It's flowing. People are sometimes there's all kinds of things coming up on the screen.
And there's so many channels that their day to day life. Like people are doing channels like especially the bigger channels that I seem to watch a few that you'll see everything that they're up to. And it's funny when I watch these bigger channels doing their thing, I watch, okay, the camera angle's there. I'm thinking he's done the shot there. He's moved the tripod over to there now. And I'm learning from watching these other people on how they're producing their content too. Even though I'm enjoying it, I've got that mind thinking, how did he do this? This is how he's done that. How did they do that? They've had to do that, then come back and then do that again. And that's my, I don't know, my psyche or something. I just always enjoy watching things and seeing how they've done it and how I can either reproduce something similar or go down that road with photography, like shoot a shot that angle, shoot a shot that angle, shoot a shot that angle and do a voiceover at the end like some people do. Shawnee?
I have gotten out of my voiceover comfortableness this year. I've been trying to talk more while at the garden, and I have to manage all the sounds around me of what's going on. The one day I posted a short, you could hear the hammering in the basement on the house project, and somebody thought it was like drumming. I'm like, well, that's cute because it wasn't.
It was a good rhythm, girl.
Yeah. So as we're going along here with Holistic Heritage Homestead's channel, the live streams are open hangout chats. There's sometimes usually a deep dive in a topic, but it's kind of just, hey, who's going to come in today? What's on your mind today? Get in, get out. And what's interesting when we talk about branding and thumbnails is every thumbnail for the live stream is their profile picture icon. So I know that now after all this time. And so if I see that pop up, I'm like, they're live versus doing a different thumbnail for each live. Now, when we go to the video tab, that is a different story. We're trying to get someone to click it. So you're going to tell half the story. So a weak example of a thumbnail in your video section, you're holding a tomato and it says tomato harvest on it. What purpose would someone click on that for? What question does that create? We want a good, oh, I'm going to click into this. So a better
Yeah,
one would be the huge tomato next to your face or whatever, right? And you
yeah,
would
yeah.
put the text worth growing question mark. Now
With
people are wondering, right?
yes, you got the curiosity factor for a gardener would be yeah, I'll check that out. See, years ago, YouTube was the clickbait thing. Like it didn't go on watch time, it went on views. Like someone could come and watch you for 15 seconds or 15 minutes and you got the same revenue back in the day. And they changed that probably 2 years ago. It got changed to the did you hear Charlie then, by the way?
Yes. Yep.
He's upstairs, all the way upstairs. Should not hear that.
Well, once you're monetized, you don't look at watch hours anymore. You look at
Yeah,
views. How
yeah,
many?
yeah.
So it's right now we're trying to get this channel monetized. What is our strategy to do that, you know?
Yeah, and this is good advice for anybody who's chasing monetization with YouTube. Like I've done it 3 times, so I've sort of got a little bit of experience in it, but I know how difficult it can be. So it's all about repetition, content, good content that you can put out, and lives and shorts. All three things combined is like one of those cartoons when they combine their rings and they become Captain Planet. Have you seen that cartoon?
Oh, references to things that I can't. I don't know what you're talking
Okay. Anyway, with all these three things combined, bang, you get your YouTube channel,
about.
which shorts get you subscribers. Painfully, I don't like shorts, but my strategy with watch hours is I'm not worrying about subscribers until I get close to the 4K, and when I get close to the 4K, then I'll really seriously you'll see short coming out.
Good
But
night, Dave Knight.
yeah, good night, Dave, and thank you, mate. 1 a.m. Geez, you've done well, my friend. And I hope
We
you're
need to
having
create a pattern, right, Jonesy?
yeah. But YouTube, one live once a week is what I'm trying to lock in this time frame. This time once a week, I would love to lock this in and be on at this time every day.
Squeaky toy.
Oh, you can hear that, can you?
I can in here. I don't know if everyone else can. But creating a pattern. So, like you're saying, you're trying to lock in at least a live stream consistency of day and time for people to show up.
Yeah. And if you're chasing watch hours, as many lives as you can is an easy way of doing watch time. I like putting out 1 to 2 videos a week with Outback Tasmania, and I like to do videos that are 10 to 40 minutes. Like I don't think I've done a 10-minute. Oh, I've done a few. Yes, I admit earlier on I've done a few. I've really only taken this project on about 2 months ago, where I've decided to get
To get
stuck in it.
serious about monetizing by the end of the year,
Yeah,
you know.
and it's. Can you hear him going off like?
Hmm.
Let me
Yes,
let me leave
I could
Shawnee
keep
in
talking.
charge, and
Okay.
I will sort out this problem with little Charles. If you've watched
Okay.
the channel, that is Charlie.
So, when we're talking about creating a pattern, we want people to recognize when they see, on a phone screen, something come up in the little box. Oh, it's Triple H, right? So if you start doing thumbnails with text, using the same font, using the same color palette, using your own type of branding. I'm not saying use an AI source to make a thumbnail because everyone's doing that right now. And you want to stand out when that is shown and in impressions, YouTube is showing your video to other people. We want to have that question and we want to have it consistent. So there's a 3-second test. You look at the thumbnail when it's little and you look at it for 3 seconds and you ask yourself, can I immediately tell what this is about? Can I read the text if there's text on it? We don't want too busy. We don't want red and green for the colorblind people. Would this make me curious if I've never heard of the channel? Because sometimes people don't even read the title of the video, they just look at that thumbnail. The way that you do educational types of live streams or videos is you're looking for the SEO. You're looking for that search text combination. So, how to, right? That would be a completely different style. where you're trying to capture somebody's curiosity. Now, another way to grow during this recovery time is looking for collaborations and participating in challenges. Now, I don't know how to search for these specifically. I just know of a few that are going on right now. What happens is usually there's a hashtag given with a group of channels that are doing a thing. Like right now, there is a garlic 2026 challenge going on. So when you post a video talking about your garlic, you use the rules they have, you put that hashtag in, and then it goes in a playlist, and all the people participating in that are going to be able to see that you're participating in it, and you're going to get exposure to other channels and other audiences. Is it quick? I'm not sure, but it's one of those ways. There's 5-gallon bucket challenges that have been going on. There's single seed challenges. There's survival seed challenges. There's different things in the gardening world. Now, I know Triple H's channel is not specifically gardening, preparedness, well-being, animal husbandry, like I said earlier. So if you can find some type of collaboration or participate in a challenge, that might drive in some new consistent reoccurring viewers for you guys. And then you can look at, is YouTube putting your stuff out to people in the impressions in the YouTube studio, which I'm not sure how analytical you get when you look at each content that you put out, your click-through rate, your average view duration. Are you putting out stuff that's too long and you're losing people, right? That's the thing to look at sometimes, but maybe
Yep.
not during watch hours. I don't know, Jonesy. What do you say?
I'm told the longer the better. I'm told it doesn't really. If you do a video, just say you do a video, the old 10% rule is the rule. So if viewers are there for longer than 10% of the time, they're still saying that's okay. So if you're doing an hour video and someone's there for 6 minutes, 10 minutes, that's still okay. That's not a problem. That's if they're watching the full hour, that's fabulous.
So for my example, an hour live stream for me, the average view duration is 18 minutes. That's what I know.
Well, that's a quarter. That's pretty good. That's a third, actually.
Fractions are not my friend.
Yes. No, that's just over a third or just under a third, which is, and on the numbers, I like numbers. I don't know why.
Yes,
numbers,
I know.
But a third of watch time on any product, on any video is fabulous, fantastic, and you've done really well. I'm told if you've got, like, what am I at now? 212 subscribers, right? So people who are advising me are saying, you put a video out and you get 10% of your subscribers watching that, that is a win on the YouTube algorithm scale. So I'm looking at, what am I looking at for views? I'm looking at 22 views or 23 views, something like that. I'm getting way past that. So they're seeing my content as being positive. Anyone who's wants to, you got to put your tags in as well. You got to tell the algorithm what you want. You want gardening news, gardening views, gardening whatever, or travel, or whatever you're doing. You got to tag it correctly to feed the algorithm so it knows where to send your product. So that's another thing too.
The tip that I've heard with that, because it's a computer reading your stuff to put it out to people, in your title, in your first line in your description, and the first sentence that you say in the opening line should all have the same type of keywords in them, because then it knows what the heck it is that you're talking about. So instead of doing a bunch of, hey, everybody, da 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 da, this is what we're talking about. You know what I mean? Now, another point I want to bring up. Oh, sorry, Jonesy, were you going to say something?
No, you're all right. Keep going.
I'm going to share this screen again because I have a point to make. And this is with kindness. Okay, so we're going to put this channel back up here. Holistic Heritage Homestead has a great profile picture. I would not change that. But what is with this banner? I want to talk about this banner.
Yep.
And here is a preview of some of the shorts that they've had coming out. You can see the type of views that's happening. We talked about this earlier. Popular videos from back in the day, they were getting 9K views, 8K views, 7K views. But we on YouTube don't care about that. We care about the now. So we get it that you know what you're doing, but none of that matters anymore. Here's what I have to say about that banner. It doesn't tell me squat about what I'm going to get at your channel. Banners need to have clear communications. So grow food, build skills, live self-reliantly. New videos every Wednesday, live streams Fridays. You're setting an expectation. That needs to be addressed immediately, I think. That banner.
Right. Yeah, well, definitely, it looks like he's a big photo of a flower basket or whatever it
Zoomed
is.
in. Yeah.
Mhm. And like what's my banner? My banner's just
Should we tear apart everybody's banners now?
not really. But I see where you're going, because my banner here is more of the bay outside here. So where are we? So if I go to view the channel, see, like, this is the Radio Jonesy one. Well, it's me with a beach. That's the local beach. I don't think that's probably a suitable banner, as you're saying.
A simple happy life. Just join the conversation. Now, I am not an expert. I am not a guru. I am just speaking from,
You know,
I want to help a friend right now. I want Holistic Heritage Homesteads family to get back out there and be seen and have fun conversations and get monetized, right?
so Outback Tasmania, there's the channel brand, which is a little sticker poster logo
The
I made,
profile picture is good. Yes.
and that's the view from the Outback, believe it or not. But it's probably it probably needs a bit more. But the information too, like the information here, which we can pick this apart. Pick on me today, Shawnee.
Sure.
We live in a 95-year-old house with a large block of land that is ready to turn into an urban homestead. We have garden hacks and tips and tricks. So pop in and say hi.
So what I like about that is it gets to the point right away in the first sentence, because some people fade out after too many words. Let's just be real. It gave a specific story of this stuff is falling apart possibly and is old over
Yeah.
here, and we're still trying to do things with it, you know?
And we want to turn it into an urban homestead was the theme of the channel.
Homesteads are trendy, right? A Simple Happy Life says, I tuned in and heard Shawnee throwing down some facts about YouTube, so I'm staying for a bit. Are you on your way to bed? Yesterday's live, we were talking about inauthentic and getting not monetized because of inauthentic content. Now, I never did my homework last night and I never read the new policy, but I'm thinking of you, A Simple Happy Life, with your pending review because she hit 3,000 watch hours. And then, you know,
Well done.
clicks the button. She clicks the button and then it's under review, and she's possibly going to lose some hours and then not be at that milestone and has to keep going.
Usually under review, I get that. I've done this 3 times and each one was under review. So I wouldn't be too, unless it's been under review for a while.
How long did you have that time period of being under review with your 3 channels?
It was probably 2 days or 3 days.
They told her it'd be a month.
Wow.
Because of how she runs her live streams. Have you been over there before?
No, not really. Let me say I can't remember. So my memory's a shocker. I'll have to rectify that.
Yeah. Here she says they emailed me and told me I had to delete all of the reused content, which was over 150 plus lives. So she would take, I'm trying to fix my camera over here. She would take like a fireplace video playing and loop it.
Yeah,
and then people could be in the chat, and now she's kind of getting dinged for that.
Yeah, that's the golden rule of YouTube is use content that's yours. That's the golden rule, because like a friend of mine, for instance, gave me some music. Wonderful guy, gave me some great songs, and said, these aren't going to be claimed. You won't get a claim on these. Use them as much as you want. And I used them for about 3 years. Well, guess what? He's just re-uploaded the album to Spotify. So every every video where I put a song of his in the video has now been claimed.
Oh no.
But the money, but like I'm saying, you know what? I like the guy, and I've had 3 years or 2 years of that revenue coming in. So like they're not taking the revenue out of my hands now. They're taking the revenue that it's making right now. So he can have that revenue. That's fantastic. And I'll just write these groovy little numbers that go like hang on, Sean, I'll get right to the end of that theme song. Let's have a look. Oh, sorry about the volume.
A little too loud there, sir.
Let's grow together.
Come along today.
Oh, there, we're clear now. So, I have things to say.
Too many buttons. Shawnee Grows. Yeah, get into That's a great channel.
Okay, so
Make sure you connect. Shawnee Grows.
I'm right here.
Please don't.
The point of a live stream is to be live. What she's trying to do is she wanted to film birds. Oh, now I hear myself. Did that stop?
Yeah.
Okay, she wanted to film the birds and then loop it so it would make, because she was running like 10-hour live streams. And
Right.
people could come and go because she was trying to get watch hours that way. And then we were talking to another creator, and she was told by this creator that if you take your own video, like I just explained, your own birds, and loop it, it's considered bad. You can't do that in a live. And so someone else said, just set it as a premiere. Then it's not a live. Then it won't be counted as bad. And it's like, look, guys, the point of a live stream is to be live and talking to people and doing stuff, not to loop stuff, is my personal opinion. If you want to loop stuff, that's for the videos. How do you, I don't know.
Yeah, it's the watch time. If you got a ton of hours through those loops, and especially if it's other people's content or something that you've brought. I went live a couple of times. I got caught with a channel didn't want their music. I was doing a music show on my music Australian Radio Indie channel, and I was doing songs and talking about the songs and doing all that sort of stuff. And YouTube pulled the live, cut the live off mid-song because that live was broadcasting apparently in Russia, and they did not want the band who had that song had their music blocked for Russians because of their political reasonings. They didn't want their music to be heard in Russia. Who knows why? But because I was broadcasting and they could not control the Russian side of it, they just pulled me off air. Bang, straight away, cut. And then I didn't know why, how, or what I did wrong until they sent me an email and they explained to me their music cannot be played in Russia and we had to take you off air. So music is definitely one thing that can get you into a lot of grief. Yeah, it's great. It's depending if you enjoy if you enjoy the guy who wrote the music and you want to let him get your pennies for the video content that you're doing, that's fine. That's great, and that's what I'm sort of been doing that all my life, to be honest with you.
So, Sooner John Travels, great to see you. I'm fascinated by your comment. So, you've been to 3 of the new YouTube bootcamp classes. Very cool stuff. The free class is like 8 weeks. You get one-on-one time to ask questions and to also get cool YouTube swag. And so, if you have a way to sign up for that, how do people get these cool classes on how to run YouTube, John? We'd love to hear more.
I'm pretty sure that is. Hey,
A Simple Happy Life says, I need to redo my banner and add my live stream times. It's a place where it's an advertisement to get information to people is how I view a banner. Now, we did have who in the chat said that they don't even look at that stuff. Was it Mel G _13? I don't know about everyone, but personally, I don't even look at profile pics or banners or read the description of the profile. I tend to check out the actual videos on the channel first. So it's like, we got to ask our viewers, What are you? What? Have you ever been on a channel and it has that trailer that plays? I shut that thing down so fast. I do not promote putting trailers on channels. I don't want things talking at me as soon as I go to a YouTube channel. I want a
Yeah.
quiet experience for me to explore at my own pace.
That's right. And did you see my last video where I added your trailer to the end of the video?
I have not been watching some things from you in the last 2 days. Is it
No,
2 days?
Yeah, but I asked people if they wanted to get their YouTube channel seen at the end of my videos, which to be truthful, to who watches a video right to the end unless you're a really
Superstar.
wonderful supporter. That's right.
Super fan. I'm a super fan.
Super fan. And people sent me little video clips, and I add them to my videos every now and again. So feel free to record yourself and just say, hi, I'm wherever, John from Sooner John Travels, and my channel's about this. I love watching this, and see you on the next video. And I add these little tags or in the end of my video. Some people aren't even YouTubers, and they'll say, I'm whoever from their region. Like I got one guy who comes on and says, he's Peter from Devonport. I love watching Radio Jonesy. And I've got a few people who've done that, which is quite fun. They send me some stuff, and I'll.
So are you opening this up? Are you saying if you guys want to send a clip of
for sure,
explaining who you are, how do we get it to you, Jonesy?
Just email radiojonesy1@gmail.com. Make a little clip, email it off to me. I would love to put some of them in my videos.
Send a clip of you saying
whatever
what
you
your
want.
channel is.
You could say, whoever from this channel, I like this, and this. Come see my content. By the way, thanks for you can add some Radio Jonesy in there somewhere. But apart from that, it's all cool. It's all pretty cool.
Simple happy life. Okay. What I was talking about, so here this comment says, so I heard you say you don't do the AI thumbnails. How do you make yours, Shawnee Canva? Two things I got to clarify here. I was saying to Holistic Heritage Homestead, when they start focusing on their brand and doing specific thumbnail strategies for the video section to have consistent text, font, and color and placement so people know that it's theirs, that I wouldn't use in their situation when they're trying to get out of this situation that they're in, to not use AI generated thumbnails, because everyone's doing that and you want to stand out right now and not be like everybody else. Me specifically on my channel, I do have a mix. So if I'm building a thumbnail for my videos, for example, I take a picture that I took. I don't take a screenshot from the video. I take a specific picture on purpose. I go to Canva and then I make it the YouTube thumbnail size. Jonesy's been messing with me with creating these thumbnails for these podcasts, and they're terrible as far as I'm concerned with my face. But anyways,
very popular.
and I add
Everyone
the
loves
text. Now, when I do my live streams, I do use AI services like ChatGPT to try and create something. Now, sometimes I can add my picture to it and it does weird things. Those are for my live stream shows. For videos, I use Canva. Oh, sorry. What?
I used to use Canva. I just go straight to ChatGPT.
We can tell.
Thanks, but like it's it seems to be working for me. I'm pretty happy with the way it's working, and I can get the title. I do. Let me just say this, right? If you're worried about all your computer gear or your stuff, like I do everything on the old phone, so everything gets filmed, everything gets produced and edited. I do everything on the phone. I've put away all my cameras. I've put away all my. You can probably tell, but I will bring them back to do specialized underwater stuff or specialized 4K or even higher content. But at the moment, I'm just doing what I'm doing, and it's all with the Galaxy, and it's a lovely color. I don't know what color you want to call that. Everyone says, "Is it pink?" Okay, no,
Rose? I don't know.
I don't know,
So
but my daughter bought it for me.
for today's show, we have 4 minutes left in today's show. I want to repeat Holistic Heritage Homestead. Go ahead and see their channel, subscribe if you like what they're putting out. We are trying to help them in a recovery. Their channel was hacked, and now 2 months later, they're not seeing the traffic that they saw before. So my suggestion in the beginning was I read about other people that have been hacked, Triple H, and it took that channel 3 to 12 months of being consistent and rebuilding from scratch, essentially, to get back up out there. So I know you're not going to give up. I know you're highly motivated, and I know that you can do this. And I hope we provided some great ideas for you tonight. If you have a channel and you're struggling with something, go ahead and leave a comment or send an email, and maybe we can talk about you on our next show.
Definitely, and we always like talking about growing, and whether it's YouTube or whether it's on, like, look at this growth here, right? This was the brand, Tasmanian Devil, Outback Tasmania, YouTube logo, wearing a leather jacket. I thought, how cool was that? Well, I'm freezing up a bit until I started playing with some other things, and that's the new jacket, the new level, and that's where we're going with branding. So, yeah, you can play with lots of stuff on chat or wherever you do your stuff. So, don't be afraid of using it. Don't be afraid of getting out there and doing it. And YouTube's a wonderful place. You will meet wonderful people. You'll meet some strange people too. Let me say, negative comments.
Oh, we should get into that next show. Should we do negative comments next week?
Let's do that. I'll fish some out and get some screenshots of a few channels, and you'll see that. Should I blur them out, or should I just say, no, they've done it? Let's just put it out
Well,
there.
they typed it for the public to read it.
Yeah, okay.
So
I'm happy to do that because I've had a ton of them. And let me just say, it's water for ducks back. You know what I mean? Like,
we're going to get into how to handle it as a creator. Yep.
That's it. And
yep.
I'll say, in finishing this live, let me just say, if an old bloke who's in his mid-60s can get 3 monetized YouTube channels done, going for his 4th, anyone can do it. It's just a formula. It's just a pattern. It's just be regular, go live, put a video out, do it weekly. Even if you don't feel like doing it one day, sort of force yourself or do it the next day, or push yourself to that limit and just keep going. Like, I'm running out of, I need to be doing more stuff out the back. So I need to be physically doing stuff. So I'm going to do all that. You'll see all that in upcoming videos if you want to stick around and check it all out. So I'd like to thank Shawnee for her time again today. It's absolutely wonderful doing this YouTube and gardening conversations. And I'm freezing up again.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I have some fun videos coming out on the channel Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We have shorts coming out every day, little clips from the garden property. I have a fantastic garden hangout planned next Thursday, 9 p.m. Central Time. I have a panel picked out. The invitations have been sent. We're going to have fun conversations, not the typical questions. I want unique. I want you guys there asking questions. And I just wanted to say, make sure that if you can't do things all the time for your channel, bulk film in chunks, do multiple videos in one day and schedule it out. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. And just in closing, Shawnee, my latest saying is going to be, eat what you grow.
Grow every day and every way, everybody. I'll see you next time.
Thanks, everybody.